And the head coach at the time said, "See, boys, this is why we don't ski with girls." And I was like beside myself, like devastated.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
Cassie Sharpe, welcome to the Her Story. That's beautiful. So good to see you.
You too. So fun.
You smell great.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. How are you feeling right now as you sit here?
Good, excited. I miss my baby a little bit, but I've been away for a week, so excited to go home, but happy to be here.
When you think about your career as a whole, if you could zoom out and get some perspective, what moments along the way do you think have shaped you the most?
I think a lot of like the adversity when I was younger, like growing up in the freestyle ski teams at Mount Washington, and then going on to BC team, and then just like dealing with a lot of like the personalities there, and like the way that my mom supported me through all of that. I think that's kind of what brought me into where I am now.
Any particular challenge that sticks out the most?
I was on the Mount Washington Ski Club, and I was the only girl in the team, and there was a coach who wasn't my favorite. And we went out skiing one day. It had been a big POW day, and we were like out in backcountry, and I dropped a cliff and obviously tomahawked, and I lost my ski. And so I like hiked back up and had to like pole dig for my ski, found my ski, skied down to the group, and it's a bunch of boys and they're all waiting for me. And the head coach at the time said, "See, boys, this is why we don't ski with girls." And I was like beside myself, like devastated. And I came home and I told my mom, and she was like, "What the heck? Like, that's crazy." And then from that moment, she was just hell-bent on getting me onto a different team, and like emailed BC team and was like, "Look, I know she's not there yet, but like she could be there," and like got me onto that team away from that coach. And then like from there was like where I took off in the success.
Were you always aware from that point on, aware of that discrepancy between the teams, the boys and the girls?
Yes and no, but like I grew up riding with my brothers, and like my brothers didn't see me any differently. They didn't bully me any less than the guys. Like they always like hit that rail or do that backflip, and I always did. I knew it was wrong because I had not felt like that before, and so to like fix the problem right from the get-go was huge for me.
You are a big deal. You're a huge name in your sport, and not only that, but in this Olympic movement.
Yeah.
With that comes a lot of responsibility
and
obligations on your time. How do you manage that with the demands of training?
It's hard, and I'm trying really hard to find the balance of being a really great athlete, but also a really great mom. I'm like teetering, like how do I find that? And I also like have like teammates and like young athletes and like other people come up and be like, "How did you do this? Like, how can we do this?" And I try to do everything I can while also keeping time for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And are you doing that?
Trying to. It's pretty crazy. We're getting there.
It's hard when you're a high achiever, high performer. You're used to doing things in a certain way.
Yeah.
You're used to structure.
Yes.
I imagine all of that gets tipped over and thrown upside down when you become a mother and an athlete.
When I decided that I was going to come back to skiing after having her, I was like, okay, how do we make this work? And I was like, okay, I got to start going to the gym again. And how do I go to the gym? And so I'd just bring her in her car seat, and like she'd fall asleep on the drive up to Whistler, and she'd just be sleeping in the corner, and I'd be doing my workout. And then as she got a bit older, we started attaching the jolly jumper to the chin-up bar, and she'd just be jolly jumping, and I'd be doing squats, and you just make it work. It's put it all into perspective a little bit. Like obviously like 2018, 2022, it was like all about me. Like it was like my dream, my Olympic journey, like all those things. And now it's like, if I have a bad day on hill, I still have to show up for Lou. Yes, sport for me is so important. Being competitive is so important, but also like being a good mom is so important. And I've been traveling with her, bringing her to competitions, and it's like I'll have like a really bad run. I'll like fall, or I'll get frustrated that I missed a grab or whatever it is. And I like pull down to the start gate, and like my mom's there with Lou, and they're just like, woo! It's like you see her cute little smiling face, and you're like, oh, everything's actually fine. Like everything's all good.
Cassie Sharpe, the right side flip into the left hand, puts it down beautifully.
That's my baby.
Like I always felt, or I always feel like I thought that I felt that like after you become a mom, you kind of like, you're a mom. Like there's like, that's your lane now. And I feel like I want to like not only show Lou, but like other athletes and other women that like, just because you've had a baby, it doesn't mean that your passions and your pursuits are done now. Like you can still do both. And I want Lou to be able to see that and like see the drive and the passion and the love and the fearlessness too. Like to be able to dive back in and do it again. I feel like that's a really cool thing.
Tell me about this journal sitting in front of us. Little brats.
Little brats. Okay, so my mom and I, we have 6 journals between the two of us from 2002 to 2011. And this was our way of communicating together. Because I was really bad at like speaking, like expressing myself, but I could write. So we'd write back and forth and I'd tell her things that like I wouldn't have like the courage to tell her face to face like this. Like, so I was kind of, I wasn't hiding from it, but I wasn't also, like it was also my way of just being like, help me with this or whatever it is. And then this one, I think I'm 14 in here. This is gonna make me cry, so I marked it. Because if I can't finish, you can finish it for me.
Well, this is from your mom?
This is from my mom to me. I was at summer camp. I got a little bit bullied. I said, I hate it here. I want to go home. My friends that don't judge me for my body but love me for my personality was my like prompt to her. And this is August 11th, 2006. And she said, what is this frustration and hurt because of what others think about you? They are the losers in the sense that they are losing the opportunity to get to know a pretty amazing young lady. A beautiful in and out person. People that only pay attention to what's on the outside are very shallow and most likely won't find what they are truly looking for in life because they are blind by what's on the outside and can't see in. Cassie, if I could, I would suggest that maybe imagine you're blindfolded when you meet someone for the first time and keep that blindfold for as long as you can and only get to know the person from how he or she talks to you, treats you, and is genuine in themselves. And does he think of others? What are his morals? What do they believe in? What matters to them, etc. You get the point? You're only going to continue hurting yourself by choosing the wrong person to be your friend. You deserve the very best and never settle because you give up, and that will never happen. Patience and knowing what you want will pay off in the long run. Right?
She nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that's so powerful, and we cannot. You thought that I could finish that?
I know.
I'm crying.
I know. I was like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. You got this.
You know, we can all relate to that feeling,
Yeah.
less than, feeling judged, worrying about our bodies, especially women.
Yeah. In those years too, and like I feel like when I was going through sport, I was like, my body was changing, and I was like, ooh, like this is so weird, and Mom was just on it. Like,
is that something you would consider continuing with Lou?
100%. Reading through it, I was like, oh, I'll definitely do that with Lou. Like that's just my little bestie for forever now. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you so much, Cassie.
Yeah, of course.
Do not lose that.
Thanks everybody. Look at all of you.